Hello, welcome to Sparkle and Chill. Today I have for you a small unboxing and a look at a finished painting. So, let me take the plastic off of it. I have been working on this pretty little picture. Isn't it cute? It turned out really cute. I'm still not sure about the ear, if I should change that little yellow part right here. It originally had it where this section right here was that same color, something to do with like putting the sun in or whatever, but the picture of it that I saw, I thought was really bad. It made it look really pixelated and just not cute, so I did this. Look at the detail in the dress and everything. It's really cute. So this was a painting by Diamonds on Canvas, or Italia Diamante Diamonds on Canvas. I just saw a video yesterday. This is a really new company. I just saw a video, I think it was yesterday, that she's closing down. So I'm not quite sure. She said something about her financing or something. Whoever was financing her had some demands that she didn't want to meet, apparently, so she's closing, which is kind of sad because these are really nice. I got a set of 12 of these different paintings, and they are squares, and they're resin squares and pretty good quality, so that's kind of sad. Another small company hits the dust, but I did get the one, so I've got 11 more to do over time. They are squares, so for me it took a little bit longer, but it was actually really fun to learn the squares. Yeah, so that's that. Put this back on here so that the dust and stuff doesn't get on it. I'm going to put it into my portfolio after it. So that's that. One second here. I'm going to get that out of the way if I can. Okay, and then I got a package. Okay, so that side's already cut, and I haven't cut it, so that's weird. Okay. Put this sharp, pokey thing away. And let's see what's in here. Ooh, oh, paper. Okay. Now, I saw this, and it was a really good price. Can't remember what it was. Something, I think it was like $6.99 or something like that, with their little special coupon for whatever percent off. And you know, I really don't like these. Oops. Okay, let me pull it all out. All right. So you got your regular kit. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. And then I'm going to just put this to focus on what we're dealing with here versus... Okay, so I got this because I love daffodils. Isn't that pretty? I think it's going to be really nice. And it's just a simple round economy budget kit. Like I said, I think it was $6.99. It might have even been $5.99. I think it might have been $5.99. I'm not exactly 100% sure, but it has 26 colors. I don't think it has any ABs. No, I don't see anything that says AB. A lot of these don't have any of that stuff in it, which is fine, but they do have, it does have some really nice colors. I had this apartment when I it's been several years now, but I had this apartment that had a little window box that that the apartment complex had planted, and I was in a below ground type apartment, so my unit was like a basement unit, but it wasn't really a basement, right? You walked in above ground, but it had a window right there, box, and it had these, in the springtime, it was just full of bulbs of these, and they just made me so happy. I'd come home and I'd be so happy to see these cheerful little flowers. So I got that, and my grandmother, one of her last summer gardens, my grandfather planted vegetables and my grandmother planted flowers, and she had this, my grandfather did what you call square foot gardening, so they used like railroad ties or big things, and then they put the soil in, and they put things in. And one of the last years she had a garden, she didn't really want to have to tend to it too much. She planted, it was so pretty. There was just daffodils all over in this like 10 by 10 square that they had in the backyard. It was beautiful. So that is what that reminded me of. And then I got some minis, and so these are rounds. The other minis I have that I haven't shown yet are squares, and these ones are in cellophane. The other ones didn't come in a cellophane, so that's interesting. So let's see, and these are the world. This one's called The World of Birds. See, I haven't completely opened any of these kits because I think I got 4 others of these that I haven't unboxed yet, that I haven't done a video on yet. But I saw this one and I was like, oh yeah, they were on sale, so I'm not going to take all the drills out just yet. Comes with a plethora of, I think it comes with enough baggies to actually bag this whole thing up. That's kind of amazing. They don't usually do that. I'm going to put it in a kit thing, but I think the reason they do that is because most people aren't going to use their storage stuff for these. But it comes with your legend, because it's not on each individual thing, and there are 50 colors. 50. That's a lot of colors. That's because they don't use the same ones. And then it comes with your numbers for your baggies or your bottles, whichever you're going to use. This is what and this one comes with, I believe it's 16. Yeah, 16 different birds, which most of them come with anywhere from 6 to 12 of the pictures, and these are on cardboard, which I thought was interesting. So no light table for these. Okay, I'm going to tilt this up a little bit because I want you to be able to see, or actually I'll do this. You got the goose. Isn't that pretty? Okay, wait a second. We've got some glare right there from the light. Let's see. There you go. That's good. Okay, so we've got a goose. We've got a bald eagle. A hummingbird. I'm not quite sure what this one is. Is that a peacock? Maybe it's a peacock. It's like a wood duck. A little bird. It's like an oriole or a, maybe not an oriole. What am I thinking of? I can't think of the name. A parrot. toucan. And I thought this said they were full drill, but this doesn't look like it's full drill at all. It looks like they're partials, which I'm pretty sure it said full drill on the ad. I thought that these were going to be white around the sides, but it looks like it's not. That's kind of interesting. Oh, these ones are all upside down. Some kind of little bluebird, maybe. Here's a full peacock. Pelican. I haven't opened the other ones. Opened the box, but I didn't open the cards, so. A penguin. I'm not quite sure what this one is. Cockatoo. Almost looks like a bunny. Almost. And a great horned owl. I do want to look to see. I could swear it said in the description that they were full drill. And this is squares. Yeah, they are squares. But I was sure that it said full drill. What would say it? 16 subjects. Let's see if it's on. Let's see, includes premium adhesive canvas set, diamond painting beads, diamond pen, glue pens, sorting trays, zip trays, tweezers, user guide. And number, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure when I looked at the thing, it said full drill. But these are partials. They are definitely not full drill. Okay. Oh gosh, put that there. And then just take out the drills and look. There's some pretty bright colors. I don't expect these to be all full because there's most likely some colors are on some paintings and not on others, so you've got a smaller amount of drills. Like the bright colored ones. Okay. Have the numbers on them. They don't have the DMC codes on them. those colors. And one more little strip. Yeah, they don't have any kind of marker for what colors they are. I like that green. Okay. Now another disappointing thing happened this week. So my big cat painting that I was working on, I'll tell you the story while I'm getting these put away. So last night, night before last, I was working on my big cat, and the rendering on it was not done properly. And so I was already kind of disappointed because the it just wasn't looking right. And then I went and tried to fix it. So I didn't want to pull off. I pulled off some of the drills just to see if I had imagined it or not, that it wasn't done right. And I was right. They just hadn't done it right. And so the next section I tried to fix it. And it was bad, let me tell you. I did not have the colors associated properly, and it just looked bad. And I did a whole square, and you couldn't really tell until you turned the light table off, or light thing off. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh no, I'd have to take this all out and just do it the way they have it rendered, even though it wouldn't be right. But I just decided to scrap it. I didn't have the energy. It was kind of a snap decision. I should have waited till morning and made the decision, but I was just done. I was just done. I don't think I'm going to put this back in here. It's just... And then this came with a blue kit, and it's got the main stuff, you know. It's got a little 3-placer on it. It looks like maybe it's a 2-placer, but I think it's a 3-placer. And then the metal tweezers and a little thing of, so that's pretty standard. And then I'm impressed with how many baggies they gave. I mean, usually they just give 10 to 15. This looks like it's probably enough for kitting up the whole thing. So there we go. And with that one. But I am disappointed. I thought these were full drill, not partials, because I'm pretty sure that's what it said on the thing. And then I got one more. Now these were on sale for I think like $13 or something like that. So that's why I bought them. They were a good deal because they're usually $19.99. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and splurge because I do like having the minis. I haven't started working on them yet because I bought a couple other sets over a couple months ago. I haven't showed them yet. I'm going to do them in an unboxing, but since it was already this was still in the Amazon box, I thought I'd unbox it. I'm pretty sure these were supposed to be full drill. And these are squares as well. I thought they were rounds. Well, I'm actually glad they're squares, but I thought they were rounds. But hopefully these ones are full drill, because I know one of them said full drill. That was kind of the appeal, part of the appeal. I'm not going to open all of these this time, but it does give you the full amount of it's the same kit, same baggies. Oh, did I show you guys this on the other one? A thing of stickers, and then your key and the different flowers that are on there. Okay. These have a little bit of an odor to them, like a glue odor. And these are not full drill. Interesting. I'm going to have to check and see. Anyways, I think this is the poppy. Aren't they pretty? I can't think of the name of that one. I know it, but I can't think of it. Those are lilies of the valley. I'm having to get my rose. And another rose. Different color, but a daisy. That one will be cute. Lily, tube lily. I'm not sure about this one, but it's pretty. This might be an iris, I think. I think that's an iris. Either that or a crocus. Lily. An iris. I worked for a lady that had these in her yard, and they're beautiful dark purple crocuses, or not crocuses, irises. Not quite sure on this one. It's pretty though. That might be a dahlia. Not sure about this one. It's a flower. More daisies. Tulip. And a daffodil. Okay. This one has lots of bright colors because of the flowers. Ooh, I'm gonna like this one. Okay. I'm gonna like this one. Yeah, and it doesn't give us anything. Look at these colors, though. Purples. I'm not sure if I've got a bad glare in here. The lights in here are bad, and the lighting in here is bad, and but because of birds, I had to come in here to do this. Ooh, look at those greens. There's some pretty greens. And I don't know if these are acrylic or resin drills. I did find that the ones that on the little girl that I just showed you, that finished product, those are resin drills. So I saved all of them in baggies. I bagged up the drills so that I could. Okay, let's just set that like that. Okay. Ooh, these are reds and purples. Lavender. No, purples just get. That's a nice strip. Purples just get darker there. Some lights. I'm gonna have to go and look for that. Pretty sure it said full drills. Kind of bothering me. Those oranges. Bet those are in the crocuses. Some more greens. And then this little strip. Yellows and oranges, and this deep burgundy kind of color. Look at those yellows and oranges, the daffodils. Ugh. So that is my haul, and I really enjoy. I wanted to get these because if you're working on bigger kits and I've got a few big ones to work on. If you're working on bigger kits, sometimes having some little small projects that are ready to go really helps with the monotony of a big kit. Like the big cat I was working on was taking forever, but I was working on the little girl at the same time, and it was fun because the big cat was a round and the little girl was a square, and that was really good to give me something to do that wasn't squares, because the squares, it took me longer. It took me quite a bit of time to work on the square because I haven't done them before. But sorry, my eyes are not working right there. When I work on a square now that I'm learning, because I'm just learning to do the squares, and it was kind of tedious because you have to be a little bit more precise, and I was doing the checkerboard method for the most part, and really like the squares. I was afraid to start them because I didn't know how well I was going to do on it. But I do find doing the checkerboard is quite satisfying when you go back and put the other ones in and they kind of snap into place and everything straightens out. It's kind of like amazing. And so I really like that. I have 3 Diamond Art Club kits that I haven't shown that are gigantic. To me, they're gigantic. One of them is actually really gigantic. The other 2 are what people would probably call a medium size, but to me, they're large. My sweet spot is the 30 by 40s. That big cat one was, I think, a 30 by 70 or something like that, and it was taking me forever. And then I just destroyed it. I had a big square about that big that I had thought I was picking the colors right, because the rendering was off. From the picture to what the rendering looked like on the face was completely wrong. It still looked pretty in that other area, it just was wrong. And so I was trying to fix it in another section, and I just botched it bad. I mean, it looked bad, and I was like, I am not spending an hour pulling drills off and then redoing it when I still knew that it was wrong. It wasn't going to look the way it showed in the picture. So I was like, you know what? It was $12.99. It's going in the trash. I just don't have any more patience for it. Because it took quite a long time, and I probably could have just stopped for the evening and come back the next day, fixed it. But honestly, I didn't really want to pull all those drills off, and I was just at that point where I was like, okay, maybe I'll get it again down the road, but honestly I don't think so, just because they did the rendering wrong. It didn't have, so the oranges and the yellows and whatnot on that side of the face were done in like this gray color, so it wasn't coming out. And when you look at the picture of what it was completely different. It showed it the right way. But they just somehow messed up the rendering. So I decided I was done, and I tossed it. And I actually felt pretty good about it. I mean, I'm kind of wishing I had more patience, but I didn't. So we'll move on to other things. I kitted up the iris painting that I showed in the last, I opened it, I think, a couple weeks ago online, and it was a picture of irises. So I kitted that up last night. I didn't tape it or anything. I was just, I realized that I hadn't down kitted. I hadn't done a kit down on my Bird of Joy, and the suitcase was sitting there, so I took all of the stickers off and bagged up those drills, because they're round resins, and I didn't want to mix them with my acrylics, so I put them in baggies last night, and I was able to pull the stickers off because they weren't super sticky, and put them on the baggies, and they have the DMC codes and everything on it. So I got those all completely bagged up, and they're just sitting in the top portion, the pocket portion of the suitcase. And then I didn't actually kit the iris up in that suitcase. I actually kitted the irises up in the same thing that I had the big cat in, because I dumped all those drills. I dumped the pretty ones, I dumped into my extra drill jar, just mixed up drills, the ones that were bright colors and the ones that were dark colors, because I didn't want any more dark colors in there. I threw those ones away because, you know, I have a whole suitcase full of drills, so there was no need to keep them. So that is where I am. I will start working on the irises, and then I am starting also on the butterfly fantasy butterfly, or butterfly fantasy, something like that, by Dreamer Designs. Those are the next two that I'm going to be working on, and both of them are kitted up and ready to go. So I'll start working on those this weekend. Yeah, so if you liked this video, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel. I'm trying to grow. I've got 20 subscribers as of my last check. I started back in April, had this idea to do diamond painting. It was kind of funny. I'd been diamond painting, and there was a guy who gave a 10-day challenge to start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, I kind of have wanted to do it, but I don't know what to do. And then one day I stumbled upon diamond painting on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Because I do enjoy it, and it's a lot of fun, and so I knew it would be something I would stick with, that I wouldn't just like start it and then go, it's not working. And so I just didn't, I started, but it's really slow. I've watched a bunch of videos on how to start a YouTube channel and what to do and what not to do. One of the things that they said in one of the videos that I watched said, don't post it on your social media, because then you're just going to get friends that come in and they watch, you know, a video or two and then they never come back. And so grow it organically and have it just, you know, be, your audience will find you. I don't know, I'm losing patience. 20 subscribers, and it's April, May, June, July, August. We're going into September. And I'm like, and I've been consistently posting. So if you guys understand how hard it is to do this, it's really difficult. You know, it's fun, and it's not difficult as in it's hard to think of what to do or any of that, because diamond painting is pretty self-explanatory. You know, you're going to show what you're working on, and people are going to like it or they're not. And I really enjoy doing diamond painting and helping other people. If there's, you know, questions or anything, if you're new to diamond painting and you have a question about how to do something, you know, put a comment in the comments, and I'll answer you, and maybe I'll even do a video about it. If I don't know, I'll do some research and figure it out. That was one of the videos I did came from being on one of the forums I'm on, and somebody was asking a question. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe other people don't know that either. So, I mean, it's really... Anyways, if you liked the video today, please let me know. If you've got any tips on how to get things going with YouTube, put it in the comments below. And if you would like, subscribe. Now the brain fog comes back. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and if you have friends that enjoy diamond painting, you could share the video as well. That'd be great. Anyways, thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye now.